The great and powerful credit report. It can determine whether or not you're able to buy a house, get a credit card, or even get an apartment or a job. It's also a key factor in determining your interest rates on a loan. That's a pretty big deal. But here's the thing, so are you. And that's why you should know your rights when it comes to your credit report. That's what today's episode is all about, what I'm calling your credit report Bill of Rights. After all, you gotta fight for your credit rights. Am I right? All right, I'm Jonathan, and this is Elevate PrimeTime. Where there's power, there needs to be protection. Something Congress definitely recognized when it comes to credit reports. That's why they passed the Fair Credit Reporting Act, making it clear what can and cannot be done with the data that's in your credit report. It also lays down the law about what you can do. So without further ado, let's get to know your rights. First and foremost, when it comes to your credit report, you must be told if information in your file has been used against you. If you apply for credit and are denied, you have the right to know why. This means that you will receive what lenders call a NOAA. I'm not talking about that NOAA. I'm talking about a notice of adverse action, which ensures that anytime a lender says no, you get a because. For example, no, you didn't qualify for a loan because of reason X, Y, or Z. Good to NOAA, don't you think? Tough crowd. Okay, on to the next. You have a right to know what's in your file. There's no secret data hidden in your credit report. This is no spy game. You have a right to see what's in there. The large credit bureaus are legally obligated to provide you with one free credit report a year. Once a year, you can always get your report from annualcreditreport.com, but you may also be able to get your report directly from the credit bureau's websites. This next one seems like a no-brainer, but it can cause confusion. Technically, you don't get a score when you get your report, but you have the right to ask for your credit score and get it. In the case of a credit score, you may have to pay for it though. Again, the principle here is that there's no secret data about you that you can't access. It's as simple as that. Here's one that may not be as cut and dry. You have the right to dispute inaccurate information. If you see something wrong in your credit file, you have the right to, and you should, dispute it. Credit bureaus must respond to every inquiry within 30 days. You inquire, they respond. Bing, bang, boom. It's the law. If you're interested in more information about credit repair and fixing errors on your credit report, I've got a video on that. Check it out. Feeling empowered yet? I hope so. Here's another important protection you need to know about. Consumer reporting agencies must correct or delete inaccurate, incomplete, or unverifiable information. The credit bureaus must fix errors on your credit report. This can be a bit tricky because they are not detectives. They can get caught between what a consumer says and what a lender says. So if the error was made by a lender, it will often need to be fixed by the lender. Oh, look, it's time for a Dear Jonathan letter. This one reads, can consumer reporting agencies report outdated negative information? Great question. It depends on what you mean by outdated. Late payments and defaults must disappear from your credit file after 7 years. Poof, they're gone. Bankruptcy, depending on the type, may stay on longer, but not more than 10 years. Mistakes from your past can't follow you forever, at least when it comes to your credit report. Okay, your credit report rights continue. Did you know that access to your file is limited? It's not a free-for-all. As you can imagine, this data could be really valuable to companies, so they can only access the data if they have a permissible use. That means a lender who pulls your credit report to determine whether to approve you for a loan can't use the data for marketing purposes. It's limited like that. And it's just nice to know that that protection is in place. Okay, moving along. This one is another protection that can give you some peace of mind. You must give your consent for reports to be provided to employers. Translation, Employers and potential employers can't access your credit report without your permission, and that permission needs to be in writing. Lenders are allowed to work with credit bureaus to pre-screen applicants for loans or insurance, though. So those pre-selected offers you get in the mail come from that data in your credit file. It means you fit their criteria, but you have the right to opt out. And lenders are required to include opt-out information on every pre-screen offer they send out. Whether or not you opt out is up to you. Well, there you have it. You've got rights, lots of rights when it comes to your credit report. I hope you learned some useful information from this video. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Who knows? I might just make a video about it. Oh, and one more thing. Elevate.com has some of the best information about how credit reports and scores work and how you can improve your credit score. Check it out. I'll put a link in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe. In the meantime, keep fighting, folks.